Africa is a continent full of diverse people with different cultures, languages, religions, and so much more. Despite this diversity, some similarities run through the continent, and one of them is the tradition of marrying multiple spouses. In certain African societies, it's not unusual for men to have more than one wife. Today we are looking at why Africans marry more than one. But before we do that, please take some time to subscribe to this channel. Also, please take some time to subscribe to this channel. Alright, let's get into it. Number 6. Culture traditions. Africa is a continent rich in culture and history. Each country and region has its own unique customs and traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation. One of these traditions is the practice of polygamy, which allows men to marry multiple women. The most common form of polygamy in Africa is polygyny, where a man can have several wives at the same time. This tradition is deeply rooted in many African cultures and is often seen as a way to strengthen the community and provide for the family. For example, in the Fulani tribe in West Africa, polygamy is a common practice as it allows men to have more children, which means more workers to help with herding their cattle, which is a crucial part of their economy and culture. Similarly, in the Maasai community in East Africa, polygamy is seen as a sign of wealth and power, and it's common for men to have multiple wives. It also helps to maintain the purity of the bloodline, as it allows the lineage to continue even if one wife is unable to bear children. Additionally, in many African cultures, women are seen as valuable assets, and the bride price paid for her signifies that she is an investment in the relationship. Therefore, having multiple wives allows a man to diversify his investments and ensure that he has a strong support system in place. Overall, the cultural traditions of Africa play a significant role in the practice of polygamy, and it's important to respect and understand these traditions when discussing this topic. Number 5. Economic and social reasons. In some parts of Africa, having multiple wives can be economically beneficial. Polygamy allows a man to share the cost of bride price, which can be a significant expense, with other men in the community. By pooling resources, they can afford to marry more women and provide for their families. Moreover, having multiple wives provides an opportunity for a man to increase his social status within the community. Each wife brings with her a network of relatives and friends, and having multiple wives means that a man has access to a larger social network. This can be particularly advantageous in times of need when the man may call upon his extended family and friends for help. Furthermore, in some African societies, women are expected to contribute to the household economy through activities such as farming or trading. By having multiple wives, a man essentially doubles or triples his workforce, increasing the likelihood of financial success. Finally, in certain communities, women are valued for their domestic skills, and having multiple wives allows a man to have more people to assist with household chores, childcare, and elder care. While the practice of polygamy may seem strange to outsiders, it's important to understand the economic and social factors that make it appealing to some African communities. Number 4. Continuity of lineage. In many African societies, the importance of family and lineage is paramount. Polygamy serves as a way to ensure the continuation of the family name and bloodline. It is common for men to marry multiple wives in order to have as many children as possible, thereby increasing the number of potential heirs. This is especially important in communities where sons are seen as the primary caregivers for their parents in old age. By having multiple wives, a man can ensure that there will always be someone to take care of his parents when they are no longer able to care for themselves. Additionally, in some African cultures, the first wife is considered the head of the household, and her children hold a higher status than those of other wives. Polygamy allows for the creation of a large extended family, which can provide a strong support system for the entire community. Having multiple wives also provides a safety net in case one wife is unable to bear children. This is because in many African societies, childlessness is seen as a great misfortune and can lead to the divorce of a wife. By having multiple wives, a man can ensure that his lineage continues even if one of his wives is unable to conceive. Overall, the desire to ensure the continuity of lineage and family name is a significant reason why Africans marry more than one. Number 3. Infertility issues. As mentioned earlier, in many African societies, childlessness is seen as a great misfortune and can lead to the divorce of a wife. This can be particularly problematic if a woman is unable to bear children due to infertility issues. Polygamy provides a solution to this problem by allowing a man to take additional wives who can bear children and continue his lineage. It is common for a man to marry a second wife if his first wife is unable to conceive after several years of marriage. This new wife is typically younger and healthier, and it is hoped that she will be able to bear children where the first wife could not. In some cases, the first wife is aware of the situation and accepts the new wife into the household as a sister. While this practice may seem harsh and unfair to outsiders, it is important to understand the cultural context in which it occurs. In many African societies, women are highly valued for their ability to bear children and contribute to the continuation of the family lineage. Therefore, if a woman is unable to bear children, she may be seen as less valuable in the community. Polygamy allows for a woman to be divorced in such situations and to be replaced with a new wife who can bear children. Number 2, religious influence. While Islam is not the only religion practiced in Africa, it is the most widespread and has a significant influence on the practice of polygamy. According to Islamic teachings, a man can marry up to 4 wives as long as he treats them all equally. This is seen as a way to provide men with flexibility in their choice of partners and to ensure that widows and divorced women are taken care of. However, it's important to note that polygamy is not a requirement of Islam, and many Muslim Africans only have one spouse. Christianity is the second most widespread religion in Africa and generally discourages polygamy. Most Christian denominations teach that marriage is between one man and one woman, and that any other sexual relationships outside of this are sinful. However, there are some Christian groups in Africa, such as the Pentecostals, who believe that polygamy can be acceptable in certain circumstances. These groups often emphasize the importance of personal testimonies and miracles, and some leaders have claimed to have received divine permission to have multiple wives. Despite these exceptions, polygamy remains relatively rare among Christians in Africa. Number 1, social security and protection. Polygamy provides a sense of security and protection for women in African societies. When a woman is married to a man with multiple wives, she becomes part of a larger community of women who can support and protect her. This can be particularly important in times of conflict or when a woman is vulnerable. Additionally, polygamy allows for the sharing of resources and knowledge among women, which can help them to become more self-sufficient and empowered. Men, on the other hand, benefit from polygamy as it increases their social status and power within the community. Having multiple wives is often seen as a sign of wealth and success, and men with multiple wives are often respected and admired by others. This can lead to increased opportunities for education, employment, and political participation. Furthermore, polygamy helps to maintain the dignity of women in some African societies. In many cultures, women are prohibited from seeking romantic partners on their own, and being rejected by a suitor can bring shame upon her and her family. Polygamy reduces this risk as a woman is more likely to be accepted by a man who already has multiple wives, since she will not be his primary wife, and there is less pressure on the relationship to succeed. In conclusion, Africans marry more than one for a variety of reasons, including cultural traditions, economic and social benefits, the desire for lineage continuation, religious influences, and social security and protection. It is important to understand and respect these reasons as they provide valuable insights into the rich tapestry of African culture and society. If you enjoyed this video, please take some time to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.